Hey, what's up, everybody? Just trying to get a video out. It's been a while. Sorry for the lack of content. I've just been working out, and when I have free time, I've been addicted to Marvel Rivals. For all you nerds out there, and Delta Force, but they sort of dropped around the same time, so Marvel Rivals has been trumping a lot, and I really enjoy the game. It's rage-inducing sometimes, but it is great. So I'm coming up on 2.5 years sober, exactly 2 years and 6 months, February 4th, which I'm very proud of. I went through some hard times the end of last year. My car got damaged. It got repaired. That's taken care of. But the day before Thanksgiving Eve, my dog passed away, which I made a video on that. It was horrible. And we went about a month grieving. It sucks. It's terrible. It still weighs heavy on my heart and mind. But we went and adopted a cat from a rescue. I always wanted an all-black cat and to go with my all-white deaf cat. And we adopted a cat, and when we took it home, they were being treated for Giardia. This rescue is amazing. We all tried the best we could, but what happened was this cat had Giardia, and it came home and it was fine. But day 2, it started throwing up and it had like pretty bad diarrhea, and it was doing this every so often throughout the week. And she became like lethargic. She wasn't moving so much. So at that point, when she slowed down on eating, we took her into the vet, and they decided to treat her again for Giardia. And what's weird is her stool sample came back negative for anything, which really bugs me to this day. But so we got her treated, and within 2 days of that treatment, this is about a weekend, she had really shallow breathing, like really bad. And we went to sleep, and in the morning it got a lot worse, and I could tell something was wrong. We rushed her into the vet, and it was just bad news. Like, they recommended euthanasia. The rescue didn't want that. So they had her on oxygen, and we relinquished her to the rescue, and they did very good by us. I didn't know that, like, veterinarians and rescues, like, they don't agree on a lot, and that is neither here nor there. But we relinquished the rights to her, and they came and they tried to treat her through their own vet after our vet closed down. But she got better, then she got worse very quickly, and they had to euthanize her. The next day, she was on oxygen for about 36 hours, and it was terrible. I had to work. I was with her the whole time at my vet's, and I got to say goodbye to her, and I got to, my fiance went and saw her in person at the other vet, and I saw her through video chat before I went into work, but it was a sudden call that they decided to euthanize. It was so surreal being in that vet, office, thinking, okay, we'll get her in, some antibiotics were out, this cat was like 7 months old. And when they say, euthanasia and, it's bad and lesions on the lungs, it's just a shocker. It's absolutely terrible. We were crying. I bawled my eyes out on the way out of the vet. And it's been it's going on a month now. It's just terrible coming off of, my dog passing and this cat. We loved her. She was super nice. She purred right when you pet her. Very playful. She was catching toys, and she was a klutz, She was everything we wanted in a cat and more. And by day 3, she was just not doing good, And it still remains a full mystery. But what happened when they put her on oxygen when she couldn't breathe, it was like a really bad case of pneumonia. And I just don't understand what happened, but it is what happened, and I have to let go. And for those of you that are on my journey with, my sobriety, my dog dying and then this happening right after really took me back to a depressing time in my life. Like, I felt depressed for a while there. I'm doing better now. Like they say, the grieving and pain will never go away. It gets easier. It's true. It's like there's a ball in a small bottle, right? And the bottle's you growing around it over time. Like, it becomes smaller in comparison to you, but it never goes away. It was an horrendous experience. And we went like 2 weeks. It might have been a week. I mean, we were really thinking with our hearts. We went and adopted a cat, and then another cat came up for adoption, and we went and picked him up. I now have 3 cats, and it was just one of those things where, like, we went with our hearts, and we impulsed into these cats, and we're glad we did. They're a pleasure. They've been healthy. They've been amazing. And I don't regret it. Would I have gotten a 3rd cat if this other cat hadn't passed away? Probably not at all. It was definitely pain and trying to fill that void. This cat, it was all black. It was beautiful. It was crazy timid, like, and it's just very, very painful to go back to back within a month. And it was right before Christmas. This happened a few days before Christmas. So, like, my Thanksgiving and Christmas, I had a great time with family and friends. No drinking. And it really weighed on my mind and really made me depressed. So yeah, it was tough. I haven't really talked to too many people outside of, not even friends, like family and some coworkers. But yeah, I just wanted to get it out there. And I want it to be like a stake of proof that you can get through some hard times. And, like in the future, some family members passing and whatnot, it's really gonna bring me down. And that's going to be a true testament to my sobriety. But I believe I can get through it. This hurt. This hurt, and yeah, I cried, I'll admit it. I bawled my eyes out over both animals, and the dog, I could sort of grieve. I want to say it was so painful because I had the dog for a decade, but I knew he was old and he lived a fulfilling life. The cat, I didn't have as long, so it wasn't like I had a bond with the cat, but it wasn't like I had her for 10, 15 years, right? What really hurt about this cat is I expected to have this cat for 12 plus years, you know what I mean? And the fact she was so young, that really hurt in a different way. That really hurt in a different way, man. That made it really painful and I don't know how to explain it. But, yeah, really terrible time. My fiance didn't handle it too well. She took off work the one night. I don't blame her, but I couldn't do that. I couldn't lay around and just get depressed because I've done that years ago. And I'm not judging her for it. Like, I would have loved to have done it, and some people, they handle things differently. But for me, it makes it worse. Don't get me wrong. I just want to curl up in a ball when stuff like this happens. I'm a pretty strong guy emotionally. But I try to avoid, laying around and really, really depressing out over things because I'm already a depressive person. You know what I mean? But it's been a lot better and it's getting better. And I wanted to share 2 bundles of joy. They're probably going to jump out of my hands. But we adopted Phoebe and Anderson. And I'm sure if you've watched my videos, you've seen the white cat Bones. He's been in the background. But these two have been a blessing, and we're spoiling them. We have a lot of love to give. Oh, look at you two. You two seepins. Baby, come here. I want to show you all. Bones is down here on the ground. This one is Phoebe. She's a tuxedo cat. She's very playful. She's a sweetheart. We love her to death. She's a female. Very healthy. She has very long legs. I nicknamed her Stilts. And Mittens because her paws are white. I love her to death. I'll let her go back to sleep. I know you're tired. And here's... here's Bonesy. He is massive. He's as big as a Maine Coon. He does not like to be held too much, so he's going to get down. He's going on 5 years old. He is huge. When I rescued him from outside, he was on death's door. Couldn't walk. He was malnourished. He was skin and bones. That's why I called him Bones. Plus, he's a white cat. He's been with me for 5 years. He was really bonded to my dog. He grieved and had depression. I think he's still going through it. Ever since my dog passed, he's really mellowed out. And I don't know if it's depression or what it is. But here's the third one. The rescue posted this cat. And he looked so adorable. He was one of the last kittens down there. And, you know, we wanted to help them out as well a little bit. And we're still going to volunteer down there this year when we have time. But, hi, Anderson. We have a little tiger cat. His name's Anderson. Lovey, lovey cat. He's playful. He's very timid. He'll kiss you. He's an awesome cat. And he's absolutely gorgeous. Okay, say hi. Say hi. Yeah. I'll let you go sleep. There you go, buddy. There you go. They're a little tired, so... But yeah, 3 cats. We're at capacity. There won't be any more, you know, and unless I move. And I'd like to get a big breed dog, too. Maybe a golden retriever. Maybe a 4th cat. I don't know. Maybe. If I could, I'd adopt them all, you know what I mean? There's a lot of amazing cats at the rescue and all over the place. But I'm at capacity. He's back asleep already. Anderson flopped over and he went right back to bed. Baby's eating. But 3 cats... they're really helping, you know, they're not too hard to care for, you know, you don't have to take them out. You can still leave, go out and about for a few days, you know, 2-3 days at a time at max. If you leave enough food, water, and, you know, you have enough litter, but, they're a blessing. And yeah, that's what's been going on with me. Still sober, still going, and I hope you can take this as like, you can get through this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? You don't have to drink. Did I want to drink? Sure. But I know it wouldn't have helped me. You know? I stuck to my regimen. Work, putting money into investments and grinding. You know? It's all you can do. It keeps your mind off of things. When I went into work after both of these deaths, it was horrendous. Like, I couldn't stop thinking about it, and I just wanted to go home and lay down. But I got through it, and I'm glad I did, because even though I thought about this stuff a lot, it still occupied my mind a little bit. You know what I mean? It still took my mind off of things. And that's always a good thing. But, much love, and I guess I'm becoming a cat lady. No, my fiance's the cat lady. But, cat man, I don't even know. But no more than 3 for me. But yeah, take it easy.